as far as how this class is going to go, there's two parts. There's part one, and then an introduction, and then part two, which is the deeper dive. Big swimmer, I love the water, so a lot of my language is around the, getting down underwater. Purpose, that's kind of what we're talking about tonight. Our next lecture will be Introduction to Neural Networks, kind of high level. We will not go into details on that. I'm giving people, a couple of weeks to get through the Python stuff. We may start on it next week. But yeah, actually the computing that's further along, computing for analytics, computing for machine learning. But we'll go into basic math for machine learning. Not anything detailed. We'll talk about some linear algebra, talk about some, just basic calculus, the stuff that, you see. I want you to understand the terms. And if you already have tons of math, then that's, this will be just review for you. Then when we get into the, that's it. Yeah, we'll get into the deeper dive. That's when we'll start with, from the most basic machine learning, linear regression, logistic regression, all the way up through trees, and then start talking about SVMs and statistical. Then get into neural networks. That's where, for me, it's the most exciting. But yeah, you have to understand the statistical methods as well, trees, everything, because that's where the language is these days. Unless you get into like machine learning engineering, which you still have to understand the statistical stuff, but they're much more into neural networks, parallel processing. So then we'll start with a high level of the applications, get into the bigger algorithms, deep learning. When we get there, CNNs, RNNs, huge neural networks and the applications there. And then at the end, we'll get into just kind of generic project applications. We'll talk about a lot of those. So I have a more detailed agenda syllabus for this class on my website.